And all right, it should be recording now. So let me know when you're in the room. I'm not sure if I can hear you right now.
Ooh.
Do you have it on like not pushed it, or maybe you just have to up your sensitivity or something? Because I think sometimes I hear you like mid word, like it didn't pick up until you. Not sure.
Oh.
Yep, I can hear you now.
I can. I think it has to do with whether I'm using Discord, browser Discord at the moment,
Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe. But whatever.
and I think there's some weird stuff.
Yeah, not a problem. So it's like at 6 minutes or something. Okay. So we've kind of talked about Marth, but we've never watched you versus a Marth. I think that this matchup is like, I don't know. There's like a few rules and it's a little counterintuitive. I tend to tell Falcos that they should try to play without using that many aerials in this matchup, and should instead do approaching laser in place of aerials most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Marth should either swing in place or dash back all the time, and which
Yep.
means that you're either running into him swinging in place or you're running into his dash back, and laser just does the job just as well for both of them. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So that was really good spacing. I think a big focus when playing against someone who's on a platform is to just kind of understand the threat ranges, right? And you saw runoff fair as like the most direct threat and got out of the way. But let's ask ourselves, could you have gotten a punish off of this, right? Like you definitely knew he was going to run off fair. And so first of all, note how he does like fair and a standstill. So you can kind of try to whiff punish this if you like were reading that he was going to do this. You can try to just whiff punish it with grab straight up, like without shooting a laser. Just dash back, dash and grab. Or
Should
you
I go
can.
for a higher laser there?
No, I don't think so. I actually think that the laser you did was great here. If you're gonna shoot a laser, like shooting his landing is just pretty good. I think trying to time a high laser to hit him as he's coming down is unreliable because like you cannot react. Like he could stand here for any amount of time and then hit dash forward fast fall, and you're never going to be able to react with a 20 frame laser, right? Like it
Yeah.
takes forever to shoot a laser. So I kind of like just getting out of the way and then shooting his landing. That's pretty good. You can either get out of the way and try to punish, or get out of the way and shoot a laser on his landing. Both of them are good. Um, I think maybe you could have done something more proactive. So you hit him with the laser here and you shot another one, which is never that bad against Marth. I think shooting two lasers in a row tends to be quite good against Marth, but that was a pretty close laser. So you maybe could have just laser
Him.
right up grab, or uh, yeah, I'd say like your main threats should be like if you land a laser close, you want to run up grab. If you land a laser further away, then you're threatening like laser approaching laser or laser dash dance approaching laser, and that's like most of the mix-ups that you're doing there. That might have been close enough to be able to just laser grab him. So yeah. So these are spots where this is actually like really fun to do when you're watching VODs and stuff, is to say every single laser you shoot, ask yourself if you've missed an opportunity or not, right? So if you watch what it is that he did, so off this laser, he took the laser and shielded and then wave dash. This one he took the laser, shielded. This one he took the laser in the air, fell and shielded. Over here he ran up, took a laser and crouched, and then laser shield. So every single one of those lasers, the option he picked would have lost to laser approaching laser shine, right?
Yep.
So a lot of times this is a good way to gauge like how aggressive you can be versus a Marth, where it's like, can I laser approaching laser shine? And if not, does whatever he's doing, does it lose to laser dash dance approaching laser shine? Because most of the time the way he stops you from laser approaching laser shining is swinging in place with like nair or take laser up tilt or something, right? Or take laser forward smash. I don't know. But all of those, like if he swings in place to beat approaching laser after a laser, that means he's susceptible to you dash dancing a bit and then approaching laser, because then you're gonna whip punish it. So it's kind of okay to scout the way you're doing, where instead of playing that aggressive mix up, you shoot a few lasers in place. Because Marth has such a hard time moving forward that you shoot a couple lasers in place, you get to scout to see what it is he's doing between the lasers. Um, Basically, like risk free over here, you get to shoot like laser, and you get to see what it is he's doing. But I do think that now your takeaway from this should be, okay, I actually can just approaching laser this guy. And in fact, you do. You immediately approaching laser grab him and get a punish. Um, the back throw, I imagine, was probably a mistake, right?
Yeah.
Yep. The phrase I always tell myself in this matchup, and actually quite a lot of matchups, is off of up throw. I always just say up throw, read the jump, and that's like a phrase that I like say to myself in my head, where it's just like up throw, read the jump, and then that's like a good reminder of like what you're trying to do off the up throw. Versus some lower level Marth, you can just go for the up throw full hop up air. But the good Marth will SDI the lasers and then like get out of it. So it's a lot more high like value in the long run to just up throw and then wait for the jump and then like walk onto him, shark him, back air or something, you know. So and then I guess the flip side of that is if he doesn't jump, then you can recognize that this is Marth who doesn't jump off of up throw, and then you can just like short hop up air him or something, right? So
How do I get hit here?
okay, so you got so you kind of messed up your laser pattern here. Yeah, the laser just didn't come out.
Okay.
I think also here you're doing a little bit of extraneous movement. Um, so that first laser you didn't act out of. So you did like laser wait, dash forward, dash back laser. Yeah, I'd like to either see like immediate laser again, or yeah, I guess it would have worked if your laser just came out here. The like laser dash dance laser is like pretty good. Um, Here's the thing though. So you dash back and then you dash back to the same spot where you were at to shoot the laser again, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I'm a fan of laser dash back approaching laser, but only if that is like a timing mix up on an approach. But you didn't actually approach here. You dash back so far and then dash forward so little that you just shot two lasers in place really slowly. You know what I mean?
Okay. Hmm.
So if you're gonna be in the same spot when you shoot the second laser, you may as well have just not even moved backwards and shot the second laser right away. The only way Marth can punish two lasers being shot in place is if he's close enough to take laser forward smash, right? If he's out of that range, if he's not close enough to just take laser forward smash between two lasers, then like the only thing he can do is like power shield wave dash forward or maybe jump over a laser or run under a laser. Like he has to like take a big gamble like that, right? Um, with Fox, you might be afraid of like him full hopping over your laser. But with Marth, he actually just cannot move forward between two lasers. So if you're like at the right spacing, which I think that like you were, um, so this laser, you landed actually so close to him that maybe you can just grab him again. Yeah. So it's kind of hard because he moved forward into that range. But also you jumped over a down tilt, so maybe you could have reacted. Um, but yeah, I think that you want to either laser again immediately, approaching laser, or dash dance approaching laser. And what you did was dash back and then come back to where you were in laser. So the mix up was like a little bit like you gave him time to do something that's threatening to you. So,
I feel like I considered that like, even though the only thing that happened was I landed one laser and jumped over a hitbox, that was like a scramble, and I was like, oh, dash away from the scramble.
oh, okay. I see. Yeah, actually, that's a big thing. Whoops, I did not mean to jump all over the spot. Uh, um, yeah, this is actually a really common thing where Falco players will feel like there's a scramble happening right after he shoots a laser. But in fact, after a laser, it's never like a scramble. It's just advantage for you, you know? Because like landing a laser close to your opponent just means that you're plus pretty close to him, and you should just try to do something proactive off of it. Um,
Mhm.
there's two ways that you can land a laser close to your opponent, and really there's like only two ways, assuming you're both playing on the ground. Number one is you move forward while shooting the laser, and then you land close to him. And number
They
two
move
is,
into it,
and what?
or they move into it.
Yep, exactly. So it's much harder to react
Okay.
to them moving into it than you moving forward because when you move forward, it's on your terms and you're expecting to land a close laser, right? So it
Mhm.
definitely is harder in this case. Like you shot the laser in place and he ran forward into it and you're like, oh shit. So it's definitely understandable. But if you shoot lasers in place, you're kind of hoping they move into it. So that should be the thing you're looking for, right?
That's true.
So you don't necessarily have to react to the exact spacing. You can react to the fact that he's dashing forward as you're starting your laser and then you can like know, okay, well he'll probably be close to me by the time this laser comes out, you know?
Yes, I also have this thing of like, oh man, when I'm dead center in the middle of the stage, this is the area where I get like reversaled and killed, and like it's not where I'm supposed to be proactive.
So where
Um,
would you want to be proactive with him in the corner?
when with him pushed into the corner, and like
Right.
after I bullied him into the corner a little, so I just wasn't ready to initiate offense there.
Okay, that makes sense. I think that if you think of initiating offense with only laser dash jump cancel grab, you're not really going to get reversal nearly as much because the reversals tend to happen versus laser aerials. And the reason that being in center stage is kind of scary is because he can dash back. Dash back isn't nearly as much of an issue versus grab. Like
Yeah,
Marth dashing back is an issue versus aerials, but if you laser dash him, cancel grab, you either hit him or he dashes back, and then he probably goes too far to whiff punish the grab. You can like
but
whiff.
probably like Marths don't really spot dodge all that much, do they?
No, because if Marth spot dodges a grab, Falco gets to shine him before he can get his shield up. Marth spot dodge is really bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is a big reason why, like in the corner, I'm always telling Falcos just spam the fuck out of grab because forward throw is extremely threatening and you can't be spot dodge. The only thing you can do to avoid it is roll. Like he has to roll in, and then he doesn't get a true punish on your grab. Like yeah, you'll be cornered and it'll be kind of shitty, but like if you kind of mix up between like run up wave dash back or run up grab, that's just like he's either rolling and then you get the wave dash back or you just get the grab. So
Okay.
yep. So yeah. And even despite all this, like you would have been fine if the laser came out. So mm. So over here, ooh. So actually you did a really slick like foxtrot back here, like just a dash back here to dodge the grab. And I
That was
actually
supposed to be that was supposed to be a pivot laser there.
uh instead of the retreating laser.
Instead of yeah, the full. I put myself way too far in the
Hmm.
corner, and I was like, oh, this is a good position. And I was like, nope, now I'm by the ledge.
Right, right. I actually think that your Foxtrot back was actually so slick that you maybe could have just whiff punished his grab, like without shooting the
Okay,
laser. So,
yeah,
so that's something to keep in mind. I always call it like the initial laser mix-up in my head, where the very first laser you shoot is harder to get out than the other lasers. Like once you have a laser out, you can protect yourself with that laser to shoot another one or something. But the first laser is always more dangerous to shoot out. It's more apparent that lasers have a lot of startup when you're not protected by a laser. Um, so sometimes uh, the initial laser is hard to shoot because it's risky because they could hit you. Sometimes the initial laser is bad to shoot because it's giving up an opportunity to punish. And I would say this is what's happening here. It's not that you could be punished for shooting this laser, it's that because you shot the laser, you're unable to punish this whiffed dash grab that he did. Um, so not a huge deal. I think it's kind of okay for Falco to like mostly play from advantageous states of getting lasers out. But as you kind of get to higher levels too, you want to be looking for missed opportunities more and more. Like you're not only looking for explicit mistakes, you're looking for missed opportunities. And this is one of them where it's like you foxtrot back, and if in that foxtrot back, you're like, if he whiffs something, I'm going to punish. If not, I'll look to retreat and shoot a laser. Um,
it's also I think I play in a way that like full run up grab is not something I get hit by
right.
very often because I'm like very often trying to play from the back foot and from lasers.
Yep.
So I'm just not looking for this option.
Yep. That makes sense.
Um,
Yeah, and that's okay too. I think that like if you're in a spot right now where you're mainly making sure that you play well off of the laser, then yeah, just get the laser out every time and then play well off of the laser. So, um, yeah, so this was kind of unfortunate because you did something pretty good. So I was saying that you should either laser immediately or approaching laser, and you did, and he grabbed you because you just overshot a little bit. Like the laser went over his head or through him. Uh, yeah, kind of unfortunate.
he how did that laser not hit his shield?
So he like shield grabbed before the laser came out, I think. So unfortunately, I can't go frame by frame on this app, I think, unless I can. No, I can't. But I'm pretty sure that he like started the shield grab right before the laser came out, and then the laser came out behind his head. So the shield was gone
Oh,
because he started shield grab, and then yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's why I was like, this is pretty unfortunate. I think what you would have had to do is done like a baby dash back into approaching laser, and then
like that half approaching laser Mango does
yeah,
all the time.
yep, that too would have worked too. So,
That's like on
um,
my list of things to practice.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
can do it. It doesn't come out in game though.
I also wonder, could you have? No, yeah, he definitely just grabbed you like out of your landing. So, that sucks because he did take laser shield and you did approaching laser like which should just destroy that, but somehow he got the grab. So,
Because like that grab doesn't even cover like any aerial, right? He would just if I dared him, he just gets hit.
yeah, I think if you dare him, he just gets hit. Although he take laser shielded, so there's a chance that if you dare instantly, you hit his shield and then he shield grabs you. Um, so I think the approaching laser should have worked. Like you just barely overshot, you know? Because like if the laser comes out like a pixel to the right, then he just gets hit for trying to shield grab. Like the laser hits him, and then you get to do laser shine, and then you get a whole punish.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that approaching laser is fine here. Just feels bad that it like.
My
So
spot dodge shine.
yeah, this is. I guess he went for the grab, so the spot dodge was like pretty okay. But it actually kind of common. So shine might have missed. I guess you didn't get the shine out, but it's kind of scary because Marth's grab is so big that sometimes he goes for the grab and spot dodge shine misses. So maybe you had to spot dodge up tilt or just like roll. Yeah.
I could have light shielded that.
Yeah. It's kind of hard in the corner here where you're like forced back. Like 100% this is a scramble and you could have won the scramble somehow. Hindsight's going to be 2020 where it's like if you wave dash forward, you wave dash forward into the grab and got hit. So maybe here it's like if you short hop laser. No, actually this not really a scramble situation. Once he forward smashed your shield here, you actually can wave dash grab as a true punish. Um, so that's maybe something you just have to practice a little bit in Uncle Punch or something, the wave dash out of shield stuff. Because I think that like once he forward smashes your shield, that's on reaction punishable.
Repunished. I should get that at least like 8 out of 10 times.
Yep, exactly. So okay, nice. Ooh, this down air out of shield's like a trap. It's like it always feels juicy, but it's just like almost never the right answer. Um, it's just like a little too slow, and then
I can try to shield that, right? Like his head was in my shield.
yeah, let's see, yeah, probably. If not, then I would say that you can do something like a short hop late down air, and just like know you're gonna hit a shield.
And just I get pressure.
Yep, yep.
All right. What's up, chat? Say what's up if you are here. Hop in with the homies.
Ooh,
Say
so
what's
let's look
up
at
if
this
you are
edge guard.
here.
Yep. So I would say that this is the
What's up,
big,
chat?
this is a huge thing in the matchup. Oh, I didn't know if that audio was from your Discord or from the commentary. That's so funny. I'm gonna mute that. Uh, I was like, do you have a roommate that just started a stream or something? But um, no. So I would
Say
say,
what's
so remember before when I said to for or to up throw read the jump? In this case, in the corner, I often think forward throw read the jump, and this is by far the most common option is the one that he picked right here, which is to get forward thrown off stage and then double jump forward air, or double jump side B, or basically just double jump immediately, because Marth would like to just get back on stage like this, right? Um,
Yeah.
so my level one over here is always to just like turn my back and stay on stage and look to back air him double jumping back on stage. Um,
Okay.
and that's like it's pretty big because over here it would be a kill. Sometimes you can just like forward throw, you can like walk away slowly, and then you can either back air. Sometimes you can even forward smash them, where they double jump back on, you see them whiff a forward air, and you can just forward smash. Now they're off stage with no jump, and they're probably dead, right? So,
Okay. And what would going to ledge cover if they try and go low in sweet
uh,
spot?
kind of. It's actually it like barely covers that. If he like just yeah, I guess it does cover it. I think if you want to cover them going low though, like forward throw, if you're imagining him not double jumping right away and going low, I'm not even sure you want to grab the ledge right away. You can cover double jump sweet spot the ledge with something like run off double jump down air. That's pretty scary because he might double jump forward
Mango
air.
does that all the time.
Yeah, it's really good because it's so direct of a kill. So like you want to do it sometimes, but you're actually risking your life when you do that because if he double jump swings, like if he goes low and double jump forward airs you as you come down with trying to down air him, you might die. You might get stage spiked or sent under the stage. Um,
I was thinking like I've seen Mango do uh the grab ledge invincible shine turnaround dare.
oh, yep, yep, that works too. Yeah, but I would say that like this is kind of a similar concept versus Peach too, where like because these characters are a little like they don't have good invincible ledge dashes, they're kind of bad coming off from the ledge. You should prioritize covering the stage. Um, and if if you forward throw him off and every single time he's going low, double jump sweet spotting to ledge, like make him show that option a couple times before you start committing to covering that. Um,
Okay.
because I think it's like a lot easier to just like kill him outright for double jumping high and then best case scenario for him is he's in all the way in the corner on the ledge, right? Like he's in the worst possible spot he could be. Um, so then obviously you have to learn how to not get reversaled versus Marth from the ledge, right? I'm not saying you don't know how, but that's something that like you have to be aware of. But yeah, so like definitely my level one is forward throw. Look to cover exactly what he did here. If they're going to the ledge every single time, maybe I'll look to cover that, but it's not even that important. If Marth, sometimes I can just keep him on the ledge anyways. So if it's like I forward throw him, he grabs the ledge, and then I eventually forward smash him as he gets up, or I forward throw him again as he gets up or something, like it's probably kind of okay to force him into that spot over and over again. So instead of playing the side of the mix up that has a chance of him having center stage. So
Jab, not the option I want there. I don't think.
jab? Wait. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you side B sweet spot. Oh, so I actually like the jab. Ledge dash jab is something that I've started to do quite a lot, and notice that he didn't CC it. Almost nobody CCs ledge dash jab. It's like very jarring. It like hits like because jab is frame two, right? And it like hits way sooner than they
Yeah.
expect. But almost everybody shields after the jab. So what I do is actually ledge dash
Uh,
jab, jump cancel grab.
I try. That's a roll into stage.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so ledge dash jab roll. I would still do ledge dash jab dash jump cancel grab. It's almost everybody shields after the jab. It's just like the jab is so jarring that they're just like, oh shit, you know? So because you hit him with the jab and he definitely freaked out and shielded. So I mean, if you had rolled, you would have been kind of okay. You would have gotten behind him and he would be shielding, but it would have been a scramble for sure, right? Like you end up behind him, he might down or out of shield, he might wave dash out of shield, who knows, you know? But if you just ledge dash jab grab, it's pretty good. So. And then from here, I would suggest every single time you're coming off a platform, side or top, come down with a laser. And if you don't feel that you're safe enough, like if he's threatening a spot, so you don't feel safe enough to do the laser, that probably means you shouldn't be coming down. So instead of
Yeah.
coming down with uh, aerial, just don't come down at all. That's what I would say. Like instead, go to the side plat and then drop down laser or something. So I do think eventually there are times when you do want to mix in the aerials, mostly at high percents. Like when Martha's at a percent where falling back air might kill him, now it might be worth to do the falling back air. But I would say like that for now, it's just every single time you come down the platform, just come down with a laser, and it's going to be like on average a lot harder for your opponents to deal with. Because over here he's just like dash back, dash in and stuff. So now we're back to neutral though. Um, so that was pretty good. I still think that you're doing like um this laser and like you're trying to react after the laser, I think is what's happening. So see how you shoot like three lasers here, and it's like laser wait, dash forward, laser nair. Um, I think that you're. I don't think that you should be trying to react that much after the laser. Um, in my head, it's like once again, it's like three options basically. You're either laser lasering, laser approaching lasering, or laser dash dance approaching lasering. Um, so in this case, the fact that you're doing like laser wait a bit and then laser in place again means that like you didn't do something very proactive and you didn't laser in place as fast as you can. So yeah. But once you do the approaching laser, you end up hitting the nair. Um, although this nair, you might ask yourself like, is this what I wanted to hit him with? Um, so it's
Uh, that's actually. I noticed he was shielding a lot, and I was like, this is going to shield poke because he's shielding every laser.
right. Um, so it did shield poke, and the reason I asked that is kind of like a good way to like conceive like a game plan in neutral sometimes is just to ask yourself if this opponent missed a rest right now, what would I want to hit him with, right? And he's at like 50%, and you hit the nair, and then you just cannot possibly get a follow up here, right? So this
Right?
is why I ask like, is it like optimal to get the 12% from the nair and then nothing else?
Well,
Probably
it's like
not.
if I forward throw him, I'm in a better scenario.
Yeah, or up throw. Forward throw I think might just guarantee he falls to the ledge at, like since he's so close to center stage. Up throw, read the jump. You have a chance of backering him with no jump now, and then maybe he's off stage and dead. Um, Alternatively, just like approaching laser shine is pretty good because like if you just shine the back of like if you I guess you'd land in front of him, but if like you can shine and do some pressure on top of him and stuff, there's a chance that you just like end up hitting him with a shine or a down air or something. That might be a better hit
Just
overall.
sell the first stock. Wow,
Yeah. Definitely.
we are playing very.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I've won a lot of interactions, and I have way more percent.
yeah, I do think that it's a little bit of what I'm describing here, where it's like, are you aiming for the absolutely highest value openings? Remember that like that forward throw in the corner, that could have just been a kill, right? And then you'd be up a stock right now. So sometimes it's punish game stuff, sometimes it's quality of the opening. Like that Nair was a good opening, but not a very high quality opening because it's just like you can't get a follow up off of it. So, oh, this is actually a classic. I hate this is actually just really hard to deal with. When Marth properly timed their forward air like this, it's hard not to trade the laser, like to because you did approaching laser and you traded with the forward air. I think the approaching laser was correct. You just have to time it like slightly better. Um,
You can back air here, right?
oh yeah, yeah. Instead of doing the laser, yeah, I would
No,
say.
I meant after I get pushed off with the light shield.
Oh, yep, yep, yep. Falling back air would have hit him for sure. Yep. Shield drop back air. Ooh. Oh, you could have done it again here. So at the top platform here, you light shield and you could have slid off back aired him. So something to
I
do.
need to like actually practice that.
Yep. Nice. See, I actually, so you did ledge dash jab into forward smash again. So I don't know if it was the same attempted roll or if it was a just like a
No,
straight.
it's the forward smash is not good.
Yeah. So I do think the jab's all right. So even here, like he shielded it and kind of freaked out, and I don't know if he rolled on accident or not. But yeah, so like the ledge dash jab have been working for you. Like you're in a fine spot after that jab. And in my head, it's like I would have probably gone for the jab grab again, and he would have rolled and dodged the grab, but now he's in the corner, so I would have been fine with that. So in fact, what you did is still fine. Like you forward smash and he put himself all the way in the corner, and then he's kind of fucked. So nice, got that edge guard, kind of because you were over 100. So nice. Ooh, tragic. Too low of a laser or too high of a laser. Nice. I like that you like went for the grab in the corner. I actually would have liked it better if you just immediately went for the grab from the corner. So spawn, fast fall, dash to the right, grab. You did the backflip first. Um, it's kind of fine. The backflip you were looking to cover him trying to run through the center, right? Um, so those are the two things you want to do. But I prefer if I want to cover him running to center, I prefer to fast fall the center, and then every single time I'm going to run right at him, and I'm either going to do the direct threat or I'm going to wave dash back once I get close enough. And
A back air at a Marth at 16
yeah,
is not
exactly.
like worth my invincibility.
Yep, exactly. So I either want to grab him all the way in
Okay.
the corner, or I want to run up wave dash back and then shine him for trying to run through me, and then I'm threatening like the two big hits. Um, Yeah. Once again, these are the same lasers where if you just watch yourself, you can see that you shot two lasers and then did nothing after them, right? And I get the like wanting to react after lasers, like that's like very enticing. I think it's better to do these laser weights sort of stuff in other matchups. Um, like versus Fox, it's actually pretty good to do this because Fox is either gonna like try to come in after the laser and then you can like react from this range. You could react to Fox running in and maybe punish him or something. Um, or Fox is going to full hop, and waiting is just pretty good against Fox's full hop because like if you laser twice, he'll just jump over the next laser. But if you wait, then you can like approaching laser his landing or something.
Okay.
But versus Marth, there's not really something that you're looking for here. Um, like if he maybe you could like if he swings in place, you can react with something like approaching laser. But in my head, like you may as well just laser twice then, right? Like lasering twice, like just Marth can't move forward past it. It's really hard for him. And laser approaching laser is just really threatening, and you want to do that as fast as possible. You don't want to wait. So yeah, I would suggest it versus Marth being a little bit more direct with what actions you're doing after the laser. Ooh, pretty good. Unfortunate that did he roll back? He wave dash back. Yeah, so he wave dash back and then slid off to the ledge as the laser hit him. So this is another case where let's look at the missed opportunities here. You shoot a laser, you wait, you shoot a laser, and then you try to approaching laser grab. So if the first laser, if you had done laser approaching laser shine, that would have just hit him, right? Because he held
Yeah.
shield that time. Um, or you could have just done yeah, I mean, there's not really, he hasn't shown you a reason yet to do laser dash dance approaching laser because he never swings in place so far, right? He doesn't do shield laser nair out of shield or take laser forward smash or take laser up tilt. He's generally take laser shielding or dashing back or wave dashing back. So in my head, every single time I shot one laser, I would immediately do an approaching laser, and
Okay.
that's just like the most direct way to punish that. And note that like the easiest way to formulate a game plan like this against him is to keep it real simple, which is why I've narrowed it down versus Marth to three options. It's either laser laser, laser approaching laser, or laser dash dance approaching laser. So I would probably write those down just to make sure that like next time you play a Marth, you can just focus on those exact three options, and maybe next time you solo practice, just kind of like get in the habit of just doing those three options, and then it can be a pretty direct game plan versus Marth.
Okay.
Yep. So that time he did take laser shield and then take laser dash back, right? So laser approaching laser would have hit, laser approaching laser. And then so the time you got grabbed is because you did laser approaching nair, right? Yeah.
And the bad one.
Yep. Ooh. So that time you did like a laser that landed in front of him, and then you did your like laser wait, but you're right in range of his grab. So unfortunately you get grabbed. So kind of makes sense, I think, given kind of like the pace that you play after lasers, why you like the range that you play at. Like you like the retreating laser first, and I think you struggle a little bit to be really fast and proactive off of the laser. So, and it's hard because it requires you to guess a lot more. Um, I think that like in an ideal world, you would like to shoot a laser, gain information, and then pick the right option. But melee is just so fast that you don't really get to do that. You have to shoot the laser and then pick an option immediately before you really get the info, right?
The other
So
thing is, I think right now he's shown like, oh, he's not moving forward from laser, so I feel like I can take my time, but I'm not getting anything for it.
yeah, exactly. And you can take your time, absolutely. This guy's not punishing you for doing these laser weights, right? And a lot of what I'm talking about here is more about taking advantage of missed opportunities rather than avoiding getting punished. And yeah, definitely part of getting good at melee is like being more and more proactive and putting pressure on your opponent, like forcing him to respond to something. And these laser weights are not forcing a response from him. And like you are correct that you can do them, but do you want to, right? So. See, I actually like this foxtrot back that you do again. So you do it again where you
I
this is
really like that double jump.
yeah, so foxtrot back and then double jump. Yep, and then you maintain your position really good. So this is a pretty good example of like maintaining your space without shooting the laser, which is just pretty safe. Since the first laser can be kind of hard to shoot and but you just foxtrot back, double jump and then you land a hit for it. Um so yeah. Yep. So you hit him with the snare again. It might have shield poked again actually. Yeah, it might have shield poked. Um, but once again, I think that this is like
Well,
kind of,
you're
yep, laser approaching laser shine. That's like just the easiest way to be direct. And it's kind of funny because like it sounds so simple when I just like list three options and I just tell you to do them over and over again while we're watching a VOD, right? But it's definitely much easier to simplify melee down to a game plan like that, right? And versus this guy, I think you could keep it that simple to where if you were like quick to, ooh, that was a really good back air. Let's see. Yeah, so pretty good. This is one of those spots. You remember when I was like the one time you would want to back air is when back air is at kill percent and it could kill him, right? So pretty good. Still a little scary because in my head it's like he could dash dance grab it just like he tried last time. But definitely the fact that it just that's a kill is worth it.
I think in my head it was a little bait because I did the waveland.
Yep, yep. I think he tried to swing because of that, right? So you like, yep, double jump waveland, drop down back air. Yeah, so you're right. He actually tried to swing to punish you just falling through right away. Yep, very nice. Ooh, I call that the chillin' dude.
Okay,
uh,
I'm in
so
good company
so
then.
you're gonna what?
I'm in okay company then.
Yeah. um, yeah. So a lot of people like invincible side B from the ledge, right? Like ledge hop insta side B. The chillin' dude is to ledge hop high and then falling side B, like completely not invincible, but it's like less reactable because people are not expecting you to side B as you're falling. You did tournament winner into side B basically, so I think the tournament winner is obviously a mistake, but then you falling side B and it's like pretty hard to react to. You might have actually tried to whiff punish the forward smash with that.
Me too much credit. It's that nair again, but that one would have been safe on shield.
Yep. So I do like that nair, except that you missed the L cancel. So like whether you hit
Did
it, yeah. So whether you might have missed like the fastball as it came out or something. I'm not sure. But that definitely you missed the L cancel. And remember that like hit lag is the same on hit as it is on shield. So you would have missed the L cancel on shield as well, which would have been kind of scary. Um, I think that it's kind of okay. I still would just like, what does this nair accomplish that doing laser shine doesn't? A little bit,
uh,
like it comes
what
out a
it,
little bit.
I was trying to. I was going to do an empty land, and I was just going to do that thing that you showed me that Drug Fox does to beat
Oh,
dash
yep,
back,
yep,
and he just didn't move,
yep.
and
Yes.
so like I nared really late.
Yep, that makes sense. I think that the easiest way to beat dashback for now is just going to be approaching laser. The drug fox is like a hard call out versus like you're really far away, you full approaching short hop, you fastball, you still don't land on top of him, and then you're approaching down air or something. But I think for the most part right now, I would suggest you just play around with just laser approaching laser a lot and like try to do it as fast as you can. Like don't react, don't wait after the laser or anything. Just do a lot of laser approaching laser shine or laser approaching laser dash jump grab. If you're
Uh,
really far away, maybe laser, approaching laser shine or something all the way in the corner, right? Like kind of force the Marth to start swinging in place. And once they start swinging in place, then you can either laser them a couple times before you're approaching laser, do like laser, approaching laser, or you can just laser dash dance, approaching laser shine, and then maybe you can whiff punish that way. Yeah, because it really is like it's kind of crazy how it's kind of like easy, quote unquote, to beat dashback if all you're doing is laser approaching laser, and you realize that like your opponent can't, uh, they can't dash back and they can't hold shield because laser is always safe on shield. So when you're doing laser approaching laser, you like simplify the game down to where it's like they have to swing. That's the only way they beat laser. Like I'm putting on aggression in a way that only loses to one thing, and I'm no longer worried about dash back, shield, or swing. I'm only worried about swinging, and so it kind of like makes the game
and
simpler.
then that avoids like the main thing you're scared of, the grab.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So the thing
Hmm.
that you might get beat by is them swinging, but at least you're not getting grabbed. And so, yep, exactly. Looked like an accidental roll, but you got the roll shine.
Oh, that's my what I call like the scrub Marth killer,
Yeah.
which is roll shine.
Yep, yep. Yeah, roll shine is kind of like a I don't know if you've heard Marth complain about the Falcon matchup before, but Falcon side B is really hard for Marth to avoid. And
Okay.
I always think of Falco roll shine kind of similar to Falcon side B, where you're just like instant neutral game, boom, like big punish, like scary lasers.
Run a laser.
Yep. And there's a couple ways too to do the lasers, like you know about the short hop, fastball through, shoot the laser.
Um. Yes, I have like the short hop fastball through, but I did that was coming down from a double jump.
Yep, yep. So it technically is still
So like
possible.
when I touch the platform,
Yep.
I have like those timings to get like decent lasers that hit either on platform or the ground.
Right.
But from the double jump, like I had nothing there
Yeah,
for.
it's really hard. So you could land and then fall through laser, or you could time the like fastball through the platform, and then the timing is technically the same as the short hop fastball through. But it's just tricky because you don't have the same setup for it. But you can fastball through the platform, shoot the laser as you're falling through, even if it's out of a double jump or something. Um, but yeah, kind of tricky. Ooh, he did wake up tilt. Yeah, I think the jab F smash is another kind of a like a habit that's kind of a trap. So yeah, it just doesn't really work that often. So kind of cheese.
This was last Wednesday, and it was the first time I'd played since Genesis.
Oh yeah, dang. Ooh, so that was the instant side B, not the chillin' dude.
There's the chilling dude, Fred again.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I should have died.
yeah. That was scary. Right at him. Nice. He called out the jump. You might have been able to shield grab him here. This is something that like people don't think about a lot when they're shielding on platforms because they're thinking about the shield drop so much. But once he like
I was
jumps
like,
up,
just push me off, please.
yeah, yeah, for sure. That's also fine. Like you'll get out for sure. Once you got pushed to the side platform though, you tried to like fight your way back to center. I think it's like a lot of times
Just
from
drop
this.
down laser.
Yeah, just drop down laser. That's like it's such a good level one option. It just gets you down with laser control. So I think from here you had an angle to the ledge while he's charging up B. Yeah, neutral B. Uh, you can probably dodge a neutral B by going to the ledge, and then there's nothing he can do because he's mid neutral B. So Yeah. So I'm gonna be a broken record again, and in the corner here, it's laser approaching laser shine, and then he would have dodged the shine on the first one here because he air dodged up like this, but you would have been below him in no lag, and you could have just jump shined him probably. Um, and then over here, laser approaching laser shine instead of the nair. Laser approaching laser shine. Yep, he just held shield. So yeah, so this is a positioning thing. Once you found yourself stuck on a side platform here, you kind of struggled to get down. Um, so you either want to get down as soon as possible. So like over here, down air. Oh yeah, so what happened here, this is like, I don't know if you've thought about this or practiced this much, but shining on side platforms where you fall through like this.
Yeah, so like I can do the instant wave land after a shield drop.
Yeah,
I After the in shield pressure though, I just went to my old muscle memory.
yeah. So this is kind of weird because you down at his shield and then you shine, but the shine whiffed. And if you whiff a shine, it's really hard not to fall through the platform. Um,
Okay.
so the way you could have done it is when you do the down air, you continue to hold down. So you do like down air here, and then you just keep holding down and then hit B for shine, and then you won't fall through. But if you input down B as like one input, you'll almost always drop through during the shine. Um,
Mm.
if you hit an opponent and you have hit lag, then it's not too bad. The hit lag it gives you time to let go of down, and then Falco won't fall through. But if you whiff, if you don't hit anyone, you'll almost always fall through, and it's really jank because it means that if you try to wave dash like this, you'll end up insta double jumping, which is really annoying. Um, so yeah, just doing shine on platforms definitely has its own like jank that you kind of have to get used to.
There's the habit again.
Yeah, the jab grab.
Wow.
Ooh, wait, let me
Yeah,
come
I'm
back.
falling apart.
Ooh, so you wave dash forward into the grab. Yeah, it's actually yeah, it's a pretty common one. If honestly, the easiest fix to the jab forward smash is just to do jab grab or jab dash jump cancel grab. It'll work way more often and won't get you like hit as much. Ooh, that was pretty good by him. He like very proactively went for the grab. Ooh, so there's the first time when he swings when you're very close to him, right?
Okay.
All the previous times where I was like, okay, he never swings, it's because it's like you were so far away that he's not really preemptively swinging to beat you moving forward. He's just trying to hit you, I think, like take laser up tilt. He's hoping that it's just he's in range to hit you with it. Um, I think that you could have laser dash jump cancel grab. You have enough frame advantage that you would have won that interaction. Um, yeah, it's like you're lasering so close to him, it kind of would have worked. Especially the second one because you know the laser is going to hit him and not his shield because you're like lasering an up tilt, right?
This
Um,
is just like a side note. Maybe it's a little bit clearer to see on a CRT or CRT, but is Black Moth just kind of hard to see on Battlefield
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
when he's facing that way? Like,
Yeah, his cape is just like camouflage. Same with Black Dr. Mario and like all Ganons. They're all like semi-invisible on this stage. Yeah. Bless you. I imagine your controller does not have notches, right?
I want to learn how to notch though. I do a lot of other
Yeah.
mods.
Yeah. I learned it from like the Cardano video and I just eyeballed it. He's like, get out a protractor and draw exactly 18 degrees. And I was just like, fuck it, I'll poke holes in here. And then I just kind of like did it and it worked. If my hole was like a little too close, then I just made it slightly farther away and then it worked. So you can kind of probably practice on like a throwaway shell first, but it's actually not that hard. Like you can probably just get it on your first try. So but yeah, because there is I think an angle here where if you like go the angle that's like straight up slightly to the left would have like dodged everything, I think. So, or at least made it harder for him. So, yeah. So let's see, how did he get this opening again? Yeah. Um. Oh yeah. So it was the up tilt, up tilt, up tilt. Ooh, and then you try to like whiff punish this up smash. So this was kind of a janky opening
I
for
think it's
him.
because I was light shielding.
Oh, you're right. So you had extra shield
Yeah.
stun.
So I think I like tried to wave dash or something, and then I wound up just normal jumping.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So if you had the cognizance in that spot to realize that you got up smash instead of trying to hit him, you might have wanted to wave dash away and then come in with a down air or something, because
Yeah.
maybe you would have been able to whiff punish or something. But yeah, and then here you're just dead. Darn. But yeah, I think biggest thing is to simplify to those three options in the Marth matchup, and then yeah,
Yeah, I feel like there weren't that many interactions in that game.
yeah, and the interactions that happened were actually almost all the same, right? Like, and this is actually pretty common. I forgot. I think Duck tweeted about this one time where he's like, it's so common that like the first minute of a match takes a while to analyze, and then afterwards you realize that the same things happen over and over again. Um, which kind of happened here. We took forever to get through the first minute of the match, and then we're like, oh, here's the thing again, right? Ooh, okay. So this is the first grab interaction I think that's happened. Um, so you do up throw into full hop down air.
I
So
grab him in the corner all the time.
yeah,
I got like four less.
that's true. This is the first up throw. I mean, so the four throws are all pretty good, and you like could have gotten the kills off of them too. But in this one, so you up throw and you go for the full hop down air. First of all, I think if you're gonna swing right away, it should be full hop up air. Um, if you hit the up air, you get to do full hop up air into double jump back air, and that's like quite a lot of damage. If you hit this down air, he's just gonna land before you, and then you're gonna be in an awkward spot.
Yeah.
But then the down air whiffs. But also instead of going up for the hit right away, this is a spot where I would say to myself, up throw, read the jump, and of course he jumps right away, right? So he double jumps backwards. So if instead of jumping you had up thrown, you just ran to the right and you stayed on the floor, and then you see him jump up, and then you would have been like below him and he would have had no jump. And if you had just like spam short hop up air or like look for a jump shine or something, he would have fallen on his side platform and you probably get a hit. Um, so I'm a pretty big fan of up throw read the jump. So over here, you get laser nair and it gets dash back grabbed. Yep. So laser approaching laser shine probably would have hit here. Yeah. It's crazy just like how aerials really make this matchup harder. Right? Like if you replace the aerials with laser, it's I do think that there's reasons to aerial in this matchup. Especially like once it's kind of positioning based and stuff, but once you land really close lasers to them, cross up early aerials can be really good. And once he's in the corner, late aerials can be really good. Um,
Mostly, I think of a lot of aerials as like he's starting to spam Nair in place or Nair, like he's trying to hit me with aerial with Nair, and I want to hit him like one off tempo or like Nair.
so are you trying to
I
hit
think
him before his nair?
either before it comes out or like just after as he's starting to fall.
Right, right.
Because like the way Falco's foot sticks out, it's sort of like gets into that if Marth and Air is slanting down towards Falco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you mean. You can nair like above
Um,
the nair hitbox, kind of.
yeah, it's like one of the only ways like I feel like I can whiff punish Nair,
Yep. Um,
and then out for jumping.
and then what for jumping?
Like it also can like if you think he's going to like Nair out of shield.
Oh, right, right. You might get him on the way out.
Um, yeah,
Yeah. Um, yeah, I
but
think it's pretty good. I will say that like with punishing Nair, really, really hard in practice. Um, I've set up a safe state of Marth doing auto cancel Nair dash back, and like it is insanely difficult, even when you know the exact timing. If they dash back frame perfectly, you're almost like never getting a true whip punish on it. If you watch Mango versus Zane, most of the time after the Nair, Mango approaching lasers past the Nair, and he's trying to read the dash back to hit him with a laser. Or Zane will do Nair in place into up tilt, and Mango will try to dash dance, wait for the up tilt, and then punish the up tilt. So he kind of like he's reading either Nair up tilt or Nair dash back instead of trying to whiff punish the Nair for real. Um,
I've actually done like a lot of the frame math in my notebook about whether just like Nair is whiff punishable at all, and it's just not.
yeah, exactly.
You have like a 14 frame gap at best if they don't do the auto cancel one.
Right. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of crazy. So the auto cancel one's even better than that, right? Like for him. So
Yeah, the auto cancel one there's only an 8 frame gap, but also it's a little bit weirder because like the hitbox isn't as useful.
I see. That makes sense. Yeah. So, kind of wild. I don't know. Ooh, you had him. He was so scared. Like he spot dodged like twice over here, and then like you got right on top of him, and then you kind of bailed. Um,
I was just trying to play a lot faster this game.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh,
Yes, I
that
mean,
forward smash worked. Oh, I hate that. I always call this like the tiny shine. Like, or maybe he was invincible, but I think it was just a tiny shine where like you're like on top of him and the front facing shine hitbox misses as he contorts his body to up tilt. Although maybe he was just invincible. So this time he actually CC grabbed the jab, so that was pretty good by him. Ooh, that was another weird grab, kind of like the other laser. So you actually did get the laser on his shield this time, which means that 100% you could have laser shined
Yeah.
and beat this grab. So yeah, the last one the laser like went behind him and then he grabbed you, but this
I think
time,
that was I was trying to laser grab him, but the
oh
laser
okay.
was too high for the laser grab.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because laser is
Yeah.
only +1. So if he's frame perfect grabbing, you got to be within one frame like of being perfect to laser grab him.
Yeah, you can actually see the start of a grab.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so I would suggest doing laser shine most of the time. Laser grab a little bit better on hit rather than on shield since you're +8 and it's super easy to get now. Um, but if you're close enough to laser grab, you might be close enough to laser shine anyways. So maybe it's just better to shine.
Mhm.
So yeah. So that time was a yeah. So I don't know if this dash attack was an attempted whiff punish on his landing. It
I
like
have
what
no idea what that hashtag is, to be perfectly honest.
yeah, like wasn't that close. I do think you were trying to hit him like drifting forward and fast falling to the ground maybe. Um, but yeah, I would suggest just looking for lasering his landing and then it's just like if you think of what you want in this matchup as your openings being laser approaching laser shine, then you're just gonna find more and more ways to reset to that game plan. And it's gonna like avoid a lot of these reversal situations. So like even when he full hops here, you can still just be thinking laser approaching laser shine, and that's probably like what I would be looking for to like punish his full hop, you know? Ooh, that was pretty good. So you like tomahawked right in front of him. Um, yeah, I think this is like kind of a fancy opening. Like if we're being honest, probably could have just laser approach and laser shine. But I do like think that the tomahawk right in front of him and then whiff punishing something, that's pretty fancy actually. That's pretty cool. Over here, I think you can set up Marth Killer because ooh, yeah, no, that was good. So he does still have a jump, but I think he's too far to be able to jump to the ledge, which if he can't reach the ledge with his jump, Marth Killer is just a guaranteed kill. So
Yeah.
nice. I like that you light shielded and rolled in. That's a good way to play against invincibility. Do you know what you went for here? So yeah, these lasers. So a lot of times, if you laser repeatedly in place, it forces your opponent to full hop or double jump up, right?
Mm.
Because it's so hard for them to move forward. And so he does that, and he tries to drift forward because he's just like, ah, I want to reach the Falco to stop him from shooting these lasers. And what ends up happening, unfortunately, the laser just went a little over his head. But what ends up happening is that he lands right in front of you. So if the laser had hit him, you would have just he drifted full forward into a really close laser, and then you could have
We
killed him.
both trade jabs and I down smash nothing. That's so jank.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that in my head, what should have happened here is that that last laser you shot should have been slightly lower, and he should have drifted forward and gotten laser grabbed, right? But instead, the laser went over his head, and then there was a weird scrap, and you did jab down smash and got hit or something. But
I felt weird on the laser heights because I was on the lower area.
oh, that's true too. Yeah, lasering on rock on grass transformation is definitely weird as hell. Like wow. So he does CC grab sometimes, like because that
Okay.
he's
Normally that would have popped up, right?
yeah yeah definitely he held down during the forward smash and then did CC grab. So that's definitely like some Captain Face Roll shit. um, kind of surprising because normally down tilt's pretty good at breaking CC, but he was at 9, so I wouldn't be
What?
surprised.
Why does this? Oh, because he's shield grabbing.
Why does what?
Crouch cancels, then he shields before the grab. That's weird.
Yeah, so the way that you do it basically is if you try to crouch cancel and hold like spam Z, you might like light shield and shit. But if you hold down, you hold L and you mash A, then you're basically mashing shield grab out of CC. And so like
Oh, okay.
yeah. So during any ground moves, like this is really big for Marth and Sheik. So like Marth will whiff a forward smash and then just hold down, hold L and mash A, and then the whole time he's mashing shield grab. And at any time if you hit him, the shield might come up for a frame or two, and then he'll grab right away. So
Okay.
yeah.
lazy back air.
Yeah. Oh, and then this is an annoying thing about Marth's up tilt. So Marth like leans quite a bit forward when he up tilts. So if you try to whiff punish him something from behind and he up tilts, it's actually pretty common for this exact thing to happen where you
It's like a
down.
baby dash animation.
Yeah, exactly. Like your down air would have hit him if he was standing up, but his up tilt leans forward, dodges the up tilt or dodges the down air, and then he up tilts you. So little unfortunate, but something just to be aware of, I guess. Just yep. So once again here in my head, like he's coming down here, he has to come down. He's used his jump. Either So either in my head, this is a shine read the jump basically, because like you kind of fell through the platform. So over here, I'd be looking to like, okay, well he's about to come out of hit stun. Is he gonna falling forward air or is he gonna double jump? Right, those are his two options. Most Marths like to use their resources if they have them. So I probably would just like dash to the right to try to be under him, or you just can position yourself to laser his landing and then do laser approaching laser shine. That's like always gonna be my fallback to like what to do. So. Yeah, most of the times when you end up in scrappy situations like this, it's because of like a whiffed aerial. Um, that was kind of a weird one because he ends up full hopping and like double jumping and stuff. So it's kind of hard to like do laser approaching laser shine versus someone who's jumping a lot. That was finally like the perfect nair on shield, like what you've been trying to get exactly, and you get the nair and the shine, right? Um, so
No, I missed the wave dash.
yeah, and you missed the wave dash unfortunately, but yeah, so that does show that like okay, so if you hit his shield with something he's often acting out of shield like as soon as he can, like he's trying to shield grab or something, which is why like aerial shine or even laser shine would be working a lot against him. Just like the shine would be hitting straight up. Like I doubt you would even really have to do shield pressure for very long. If you had to do shield pressure, like if he was holding shield through your shines, maybe you have to shine like laser shine grab or late nair shine grab or something. But in my head, this is just like, yeah, this is what would happen if you just approaching laser shine every time. You would just hit his shield with the laser and then hit shine and it would hit him, you know? So nice, good angle. Ooh, went for jab forward
Forward
smash
smash
again.
again. God damn it.
Yep. I will say the only good thing about this as a habit is that at least it's trying to hit him with something meaningful. You know when I said before to like, what is it that you want to hit your opponent with if he missed a rest? Like forward smash is something you want to hit him with at the very least, right?
Yeah.
So there are worse habits. Like some people start spamming like down air versus opponents that are like 150, and then the down air sends them too high to combo and you can't do anything. It's like that's the frustrating things when it's like, no, just use any of your moves that kill. Like at least you're spamming a kill move, right? But definitely you're spamming it a little too much. This is kind of a tricky edge guard. Marth is also scary to edge guard because he's one of the characters where if you fuck up the edge guard, you die. Uh, while like with Fox,
If I
if you
had
fuck,
done a double jump here and then uh I could have reacted to the side B, but since I just like was already fast falling towards the ledge, I put myself in a. Did I do an instant double jump back?
um, yeah,
I.
I I don't know, but I think that he actually did a pretty good recovery here. So what he did is he side beat first and saved his jump, and then he double jumped really low. Um, and that makes it so that like most of the regular timings that you do are like pretty scary to stay on the ledge. Um, 'Cause like you kind of have to grab the ledge when you did because he could double jump early and just drift the ledge. Like he side beat, he could have double jumped the ledge or double jump forward aired. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So for that reason, what you actually had to do is you had to grab the ledge when you did, and then you had to do a refresh. Um, and you
Yeah, like instantly, right?
yeah, so you either up B refresh instantly or you do the double jump back drift forward refresh, and that one could dodge the up B and then you grab the ledge from him. Um, but those are like scary, like he's forcing you to do a scary option to edge guard him because if you do that and you're like kind of slow on your refresh or something, you get clipped by the up B, you could die. So
Hmm.
I think he
And
actually
so at least I didn't die from that.
yeah. So definitely, at least you didn't die. Um, but definitely, I think that Marths prey on that fear a lot, and will do recoveries like this over and over again because spaces are too afraid to like do the correct edge guard in tournament, right? So, but yeah, I do think that your initial edge grab was at the correct timing. So, hmm. So first, let's see in this juggle situation. So you shine him here. Okay, so first of all, I think that you could have followed up off the shine if you were like aware. You did the downer after the shine, probably because you didn't know the shine was going to hit. Um,
Mhm.
but even with the downer, I think that like after the downer, you might have been able to full hop double jump back at him if you were like super fast. Definitely, if you didn't do the downer, you could like shine wave dash back, full hop double jump back air, and then he's probably just dead.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
I'm down to stock at high percents. I just like don't want to
yeah,
interact because I'm like, okay, it wasn't the situation I thought it was.
right, that makes sense.
Let's
Yeah,
Mart's in the position I like him to be in. Let's
yep.
play a bad mix up and get hit. He fares me off the ledge.
Yeah, yeah, so unfortunately you short hop towards the ledge. If your game plan in this situation is just to stand right outside of ledge hop forward air range, then you can
Mhm.
just wait for the forward air to happen, run up in the corner and grab him. That's like what I tend to rely on. Or you can just be standing on the inside
Okay,
side platform and just spam lasers. That one's less proactive because you're not threatening the grab directly, but you're still making it hard for him to come up and move forward. Um,
I haven't thought about like grabbing after ledge hop forward air because I should have been out of range there, right? It's because did the backflip that I got hit.
Yeah, you might have been. I think you're in range of like because what Marth can do is they can ledge hop and then drift forward more and then late forward air, and that will reach like pretty far. So you have to be like pretty careful about that. But most Marths do forward air shield or forward air like dash in or something. I don't know. So in my experience, it's like not too hard to whiff punish the forward air with grab, even though you're not getting a true whiff punish. It's like most Marths aren't doing forward air
Yeah,
up tilt in the corner or something.
it's good coverage.
Yep, exactly. So
Like if they roll in, it's whatever.
yeah, that was an insane random forward smash by him. Um, so this time, yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised that you didn't shoot the laser this time. So like you got the space that you've been getting every time, but then you tried to play a mix up directly where you like dash dance and try to hit him. Uh,
Hmm.
if over here you just did laser approaching laser shine, you probably he probably doesn't like frame perfect forward smash out of the laser if you did get a
Yeah,
laser out here. So yeah,
hasn't really shown take laser or anything more than once.
yep, exactly.
So,
Yeah. And then in this corner spot, so this has happened a few times actually. His full hops are a little bit tricking you up, I think, where you end up like under him as you approach, right? Um, so there is a chance here, although once again, this approach was not off of a laser. Um, kind of weird because you're approaching like with punishing a forward smash. So you
so
kind of,
far away though.
yeah, you're pretty far away. So maybe just approach with approaching laser or just shoot the laser first because it's like, ah, well, I didn't get the punish on the forward smash, so let's just get the laser out, right?
Just laser him in the corner and just
Yeah,
play that.
yep. Nice, perfect forward throw. Yep, so the get up attack is actually pretty good here too. So I was saying before that you have to get a refresh. You're actually just like, so over here he does the same recovery. Okay, so you actually did do a refresh here. So you get the refresh and then you're safer to hold the ledge for longer. And then as your invincibility runs out, you do get up attack. So yeah, that's all really good, I think. So roll away. Okay. I think this is like an Armada thing where like in these spots a lot when you're shielding and you're feeling pressured because your opponent's dash dancing in front of you, roll in is really scary because that's like what your opponent wants, right? And
Mhm.
so rolling backwards into the corner ends up being really good because very few people want to commit past where you're shielding and put themselves in the corner. It'd be like a pretty insane read for him to go for. So rolling backwards here tends to be a safe way to avoid this grab that he did. Yep, trying to whiff punish a nair here, right? So he didn't nair to shield, and it's just like never gonna get punished. Ooh, I like that. So you were like, yep, the wave dash forward shine into good pressure. Did you whiff a shine here? Downer? No, you just you basically were skipping the shines.
Did nothing.
Yeah, you were skipping the shines. So downer, downer, and then you sit there. Yep. So
Well, I think I was like, oh, he can tech now.
oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Definitely you hit him with like
Yeah,
two
but he's still.
aerials. Yeah, it's hard to like do the quick math in to do like, okay, one hit of forward air and then two down airs. What percent is he at? You know, like off the top of your head right now, tell me. It's like you won't know in the heat of a moment. So, kind of understandable that like you're 4% off on what whether or not it knocks down. You know, but yeah. So even then, he's still not getting knocked down. So Yeah, so if a Marth is full hopping like this out of lasers, um, the play is kind of to either do uh, laser react, kind of like what you were doing before when you do laser weights kind of stuff. That stuff can be pretty good against this type of full hop, but also lasering in place twice will just be fine against this. Like you laser, the
Wasn't
second one
doing
will.
this on Battlefield, right?
What'd you say?
I don't think he was doing this on Battlefield.
Yeah, he was not actually. This is like definitely something new. So this game. So maybe on Battlefield you would have just ended up doing laser weight, see him full hop, and then you would have full hop nared him or something, and it would have been fine. So that can be good. Like laser dash dance or laser just waiting can let you punish this. Or you just laser twice. The second laser whiffs, and then you can just like dash back and then like avoid his falling forward air or something. Um, because definitely he's not threatening that much space forward when Mars full hops like that. Like it's not like a fox approaching full hop. It's like really fast. He's kind of
Yeah.
going straight up, straight down, and then swinging with his big sword. So yeah,
And bad lasers.
yeah. So over here you. Oh yeah, the chop lasers. Yep, yep. Yeah. So not too bad overall. I really like the grabs in the corners. That was like the big thing that was netting you a lot. And then when you were getting the late nairs on shield is pretty good, but I think that like it's a lot easier on yourself if instead of late nairs on shield you just go for approaching laser.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. So that's probably like the easiest fix next time you play a Marth is just focus on those three options over and over again, um, and see like what problems you run into. Because I think the main ones are going to be if he full hops like that. That might be a problem. Like, there's a chance where you do laser approaching laser, and he's above you, and then he falling down airs, and you're like, ah, shit, you know. Um,
Can you crouch cancel down there?
no, it is a spike. So it's kind of like Falco's down air. You can't ASD down the down air, but yeah, nah, probably not. So you might be able to shield it and then shine out a shield because it's not like that safe on shield. Um, so you can like laser approaching laser and you're like, oh shit, it's above me. Shield, shine out a shield. That might be fine. Um, or if you just notice he's full hopping a lot, you just switch to shooting a couple more lasers in place before you do the approaching laser shine. So, and remember that like if you're shooting lasers in place, really do shoot them in place as fast as possible with no mix up. Every time people try to like mix up what they're doing between lasers, what they're actually doing is just slowing down their lasers. So, yep,
Makes sense.
yep, cool.
Okay, well, I think I'm like way over time. So,
Well, we started late, so it actually is kind of fine. So, so yep, I'll go
all
ahead
right.
and stop recording now.